Hello and welcome. I am the Soul Enchantress, and welcome to your message on creating abundance in all forms, in your money and in your life and in your business, while you relax and rejuvenate. So I've also got an article in the Soul Enchantress magazine about this, and I will link that to this. However, this is simply me channeling the wisdom that is asking to come through for you about making money and creating abundance in your business and your life while you relax and rejuvenate. So the whole I want to actually point out to you how amazing this imagery that I was led to, and I didn't even know until I actually zoomed in on it that it's got the word relax on the top corner, and the crystal is one of my beautiful tangerine quartz crystals. Okay, so without further ado, let's move on to the message. So the message is about making money and creating abundance while you relax and rejuvenate. And as I've explained many times before, the word abundance does not mean money or riches or wealth. The word abundance actually means a lot of, meaning more than enough, meaning your cup runneth over. And therefore, it is an abundance of all that you desire in your life, your work, your radiance, your health, your energy, and your relationships. Okay, so what does creating abundance while you relax and rejuvenate even mean? How is that even possible? The thing that I'd like you to get from this message is that all of those words, money, love, desire, passion, relationships, creativity, magnetism, wealth, riches, these are all frequencies and forms of energy. They're simply words given by our human brain so that we can recognize and understand what that frequency is when we encounter it, or if we want to encounter it. So it is actually no different to if you had a scale of something. So say it is a musical scale, say it's a temperature scale, and you have really cold temperatures down the bottom of the scale, and you've got really high temperatures at the top of the scale, and you need something to measure these temperatures with so that you can actually see, oh, now it's cold, and this is, the number is a -1, and now it's really hot and the number is a +10. Understand that the word money, wealth, riches, love, joy, passion, health, creativity, these are all words that actually embody a frequency because it's been used so often. So you can create a whole new word, and then it can mean something because of the way that you use that word. Okay, so it also stands to reason that then you can also change the frequency of the word. This also applies especially in sorcery, where you may have specific tools or even a herb or something that you use that so many people associate with money, and then I might actually use it for something completely different because that's what I'm guided to. So in other words, I've changed the frequency of that specific ingredient to suit my needs. Do you understand? So it's the same way. So the real core message, the real core understanding and the wisdom in this message is to understand that you create your world and therefore you can actually change the frequency of anything. Now, obviously, it takes mastery of your consciousness in order to be able to do this proficiently. However, there are ways that you can tap into it without being a master, because obviously you would have to spend your entire lifetime. And even that, it depends on whether you are destined to be a master in this specific arena. But you can utilize certain tools in order for you to tap into what you need in your life. So the energy of relaxation and rejuvenation actually has a sense of openness to it. I mean, just listen to my voice even when I say the words. Making money and creating abundance while you relax and rejuvenate. I mean, you just want to lie on your back and just go, oh, this is bliss. And it's not a coincidence. It's completely synchronistic that my entire body of work is actually geared towards creating prosperity and blissful living. Because if your goal is to create a blissful life where you are deeply fulfilled and there is so much depth and meaning to it, then the rest of your life is actually going to be amazingly prosperous and joyous. What people do that is backwards is that they actually go for the wrong goal. So they may go for the money first, or they may go for the relationship first, or whatever, instead of understanding that if they actually focus on creating bliss first, then everything else, when it comes into their life, when it comes into your life, will actually give you a beautiful, blissful experience instead of it being a stressful, harsh experience. Which is why those who may have accumulated massive amounts of wealth still remain completely unfulfilled and miserable, because they actually created from the state, the energetic state of being stressed out and pushed, prodded, overwhelmed and frustrated, and being forced to create something in order to achieve a certain outcome. They didn't come from a relaxed and rejuvenated state. So the entire purpose of this message is to ask you to create from a state of relaxed rejuvenation, because that is the energy of your essence. That's the energy of your spirit, that's the energy of your soul, that's the energy of creation. So how do you access this state of being, of relaxed rejuvenation? You can access it through many different forms. However, what happens is sometimes what works for one person will not work for you. But there are modalities and there are tools and there's wisdom that you can get that will allow you to always get the result. And that's what's accessible within my Sacred Wisdom Library, in all of the cosmic chants and transmissions and the sound baths and the sound healings and the sound tools and the workshops and the workbooks and all that has been channeled and included in there, and the sacred mentor's wisdom that has been channeled through. It's all included so that your soul and spirit can guide you to the tool that you need in that moment to bring you to that state of relaxation, to bring you that guidance, to bring you that wisdom, to bring you that tool that will align you with what it is that you are seeking, or with what it is that you are trying to create or trying to manifest or trying to birth. Okay, so the tools are inside my library. The wisdom is inside my library. So at the end of the day, if you actually want to continuously create from a state of overflowing and wholeness and having more than enough and from a state of where your cup is running over, as opposed to you trying to fill everybody else from your cup, then your next step is actually to step into my Sacred Wisdom Library. I provide so much free information for you inside my Soul Enchantress magazine, and also you can buy my book, When Worlds Align, which has become a global sensation. You can read about that inside the magazine as well, as to how my book became a global sensation and is a global sensation when the traditional avenues didn't really support it because it was something new and jumped genres, and I wanted to do something that wasn't done before. But that's beside the point. The point is that my book is a fabulous introduction to my work, but that is only literally like you dipping your toe in the water. But if you truly want to harness your inner potential, I don't hold your hand, I don't guide you, I give you the tools and the wisdom so that you can empower yourself. I empower you to become all that you can be. I empower you to harness your greatness. I empower you and all of the business leaders around the world who seek me out. I empower them to harness their inner genius, their inner potential, your inner genius. I empower you to harness your inner potential. I empower you to become the creator of your world in a way that you've never experienced before. So I hope that this message encourages you to understand that the words you use and the state of being that you create from flows through into absolutely everything that actually becomes a creation in your world. And as always, I welcome you into soulenchantress.com, and I hope to see you inside my Sacred Wisdom Library. Joyous Blessings. Oh, and you can reach me at soulenchantress.com.